Taking this bike to the dealership. Finally, look at this thing. Damn. That's wild. Yeah, headed to Faymeyer's Motorcycle World. Gonna get the tires put on this thing. New chain. And I ordered a clutch cable. So just to bring you guys up to speed, the audio didn't record when I filmed me doing the tank cleaning and conditioning and putting the fuel pump in. What sucked is even after I got all that done, the bike still would crank no start. Did a little bit of research, did a little bit of digging, and the fuel pump relay is essentially like an ECM looking box on this bike. Only 150 bucks, thankfully. Ordered one of those from Cowie. As soon as it came in, plugged it in, bike essentially fired right up. So we got it running finally. The clutch cable that's on it seems to be not run and aligned like correctly with where it's supposed to run through on the bike. When I got the bike, it had no ignition in it, obviously. I put the, it did have an ignition, but I don't know if it was an O'Reilly's ignition or where they got the ignition. I obviously didn't have a key for it because every time this bike got stolen, what would happen, at least towards the end, the initial time they tried to steal it was completely different, but once all the plastics were broke off, the last like couple times it got stolen was by one person who continually knew where to buy a ignition for it and would just unplug the factory ignition, plug in his Napa ignition with a key, fire the bike up and take it. I didn't own the bike when this was happening. It was still owned by my buddy. He was positive it was his neighbor because you could see on the video camera in his parking garage where his neighbor's car would pull up and the bike would leave every single time. This happened like 2 or 3 times, but it was kind of like the peak COVID era, and the police department in Denver essentially just couldn't be bothered to do anything with the footage. They claimed it wasn't really enough for them to do anything about it. So a whole mess of a situation. So somewhere in the mix, when I got the bike, the ignition wasn't where it goes. It was just this Napa ignition the thief had. It was just kind of hanging along on the side. He had the clutch cable run underneath basically where the ignition goes in, which might actually be the correct routing of it. It just all seems a little goofy. So that's something I'm super willing to just have the dealer sort out for me. The clutch cable also is like fully adjusted all the way out, and it doesn't feel great. So again, if I can just take it to them, they can look up in the Cowie like manual or book or whatever software they have, hopefully that gives them diagrams. They can hopefully figure out the factory routing of that cable and just replace the cable so that it's not fully maxed out on adjustment, and such an issue. It's just something that I don't want to like guess on. I'd rather pay them whatever it's going to cost, which isn't much, to just do it and reset it to kind of a factory spec going forward. So that's the plan. New chain, new tires, new clutch cable. And from there, we're off to the races. I'm really hoping they can get it turned. I'd love it if they got it done today and I could pop out there either end of day today or tomorrow morning to bring this thing home. But we'll see how she goes. Either way, just happy to be making progress on this bike, and happy that I think either way it'll be rideable this weekend. So that's massive. I'm really excited to take this thing out and just kind of be on the bike a little bit. It's been a long time coming. I sat on this thing for like a year or 2 since he gave it to me, before I even had any energy to put time into it. My life was kind of busy for a while. I was bartending every weekend. Recently stopped doing that, so I have a lot more time available to me, and therefore I need something to do, to be honest. So we got a motocross race next weekend, so if I can just spend all weekend this weekend riding around on the bike, I'll be super stoked. So I'll get some footage when we get to the dealership. Faye Myers is a cool little spot. They have Ducatis in there, Cowies, really everything. Don't think I've seen any Yamahas in there. They have a couple Harleys, Hondas, Gas, KTM, Huskies. They got quite a bit. So I'll get some footage in there for you guys, and I'll get you some shots of this bike on the trailer. The trailer is just a crazy POS trailer I had chilling in the yard. I had to put a new 4-way flat, trailer connector on it this morning. I think only one side of the lights works still, but it was good enough for me to make it over here this morning in peak traffic. So, nice looking dog. So that's the plan. From there, I'll get the plastics ordered. I've already got them picked out. I think I'm going with these black, for sure black. They have like a livery from MotoGP at some era. It's a very like low-key livery though. It simply is an Alpine Stars logo. Silkinen Oil, I think is the name of the company. Kind of a Swedish sounding name. Popular oil company, I guess. If you know, you know. I don't know. I use Schaefer's in everything, and I'll be using Schaefer's in this bike too. But anyways, Alpine Stars logo, couple of them, very subtle, and then that Silkinen, if I'm remembering that correctly, whatever that oil brand is. So we'll throw those on there, keep it all black. I've got some high-vis yellow grips. I'm gonna grab that high-vis helmet from AGV. I think it's the Valentino Rossi like collab helmet essentially. Cool looking lid, only a couple $100. So grab that. Hopefully that matches the grips perfectly, and that'll be kind of the only color on the bike. Murdered out with some high-vis yellow grips, some stripper nail yellow grips, as I like to call it. It's definitely like one of my favorite colors, especially on strippers' nails. So yeah.
Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Okie dokie, I'll keep it low key like Thorlo Bro, or he'll go blow the loudy. Saudi up sour Saudi, Wiley up our peyote, wildin' like that coyote. If I sip any, my belly just might be howdy. Pull up inside a hoodie, start skiing her Dougie. I just opened up the pack and in an hour all ask my lucky. Tonight she just yelling fuck me, 2 weeks she'll be yelling fuck me. Used to like orange cassette tapes with Timmy, Tommy, and Chucky. And Chucky, Jesus pieces, sing Jesus love me. Put Visine inside my eyes so my grandma would fucking hug me. Your generation above me, I know you still remember me. My afro look just like that is, y'all taught me how to go hunting. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Cigarettes on cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it stink. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. I will smoke a little something, but I don't inhale. Everywhere that I go, everywhere they be asking as they go, said it go ends. Well, go figure, victors, light skin, Jesus got me feeling like Hope and Pal. All praise to the guy, God knows he's a pro like Code Intel. Checkmate, check me, take me to the barber like you know me well. I mean, normally you see Norma Jean with a ticket with Farmer Phil. But these kids these days, they get so high, burn trees, smoke, Laura, Bill. Till they can't build shit, base, this 15 hits on this L. Elevated train and the craziest thing, got me feeling like Lauryn Hill. Miseducated, my dick delegated, rap bill, validated that I should've never made it. Probably should've been dead or in jail. Dead be dead, enough of that jazz. Asshole absent up in that glass. Are we there yet? Ice cubes in a ball, red brain dead, take a tuck in them past.